Hey guys, hi. So today we are going to talk about reporting. Okay, so all of us know very well that reports hold a very important place when we talk about Selenium scripting, because whenever we want to share our reports, we want to share our status of our test case pass, failure percentage, and so on to our managers, to our stakeholders. That's where reports comes into picture, right? So the two very much like famous reporting structures that are available in market in today's day are Allure reports and extent reports. So in this video, we will be talking about Allure reporting. We'll see how can we integrate the Allure reports with the TestNG and Selenium scripting. Okay, so we'll get started with the coding part now. But before that, to get this done, like to work on the Allure reports, you need few installation processes to be done on your machine. Okay, so we'll talk about the installation process, post which we'll start with the coding. Okay, so let's start. I'll go to my Chrome browser. Okay guys, so first thing that you need to install is Maven. Okay, so just go to the Chrome, write Maven download here. The very first link that you will get is the Maven download Apache Maven. This is the official site of Maven. Okay, let me go inside the site. Okay, so if you scroll down a bit guys, here you will be seeing the binaries for Maven. Okay, so you can, like, depending on your OS, you can download the binary. Like if I'm using Windows, I can go for downloading this Apache Maven 3.6.3 bin.zip. Okay, I can download the zip binary. Similarly, depending on your OS, you can download a zip. What to do with that zip, I'll be telling you in some time. Okay, so first download is this. Another, for Allure, you need Allure command line to be installed in your machine. Okay, so this is the repo in Maven where you would get this Allure command line. I'll give this link in the description box for this video. Okay, so okay, now again, depending on your OS, you can download a binary. As I have Windows, I can go for downloading this zip. Okay, so you need these two zip folders to be on your machine. You need to extract it and keep it anywhere, like maybe place it in your C drive. Okay, now what to do there? Let me quickly move to my folder. Okay guys, so I'm here. Right now you can see I have extracted both of these Apache Maven and Allure command line to my C drive. Right, I've done it beforehand only. So just download the zip, extract it, and place it anywhere you want. I have placed it in C drive. Okay, now what do you need to do? So guys, go within Apache Maven bin. So click here. Okay, so this is the location, right? Keep this location copied with you. I'll tell you the same about Allure command line also. Again, go here, again within the bin folder, and keep this location copied. Okay, so you have two bin locations copied, one for Maven, another is for Allure command line, right? Now, what do you need to do with it? Okay, so within your computer, right click on it, go to properties. You have an option saying advanced system settings here. Okay, go here. You'll get to see environment variables here. Go here. Okay, so here you'll be seeing a variable called path. Guys, be very careful while you edit it. Make sure you don't delete any existing path that is set up here. Okay, so just click on edit. Now if you see here guys, I have pasted my bin folders path here, right? So this is for Maven, and this one, if you see, this is for Allure command line, right? So just paste both the bin locations here. Make sure after pasting one, you put a semicolon and then you put another. Okay, and that's all, right? Okay, now you want to check if this Allure and Maven had been successfully installed in your machine or not. How do you do that? Okay, so for this, I'll go to my command prompt. Okay, so for checking if Maven is installed properly or not, I'll just type Maven MVN for that -- version. Okay, and you see the version of the Maven that is installed in your machine, right? Similarly, for checking for Allure, I can say Allure -- version, and this gives me the version of Allure that is installed in my machine. Okay, one thing, please take care, like say you have a command prompt opened at the stage where you didn't have these things installed. Okay, so you have a command prompt already open and then you installed everything, and if you're trying to run these commands in the same command prompt, it would not recognize Maven and Allure. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to close that command prompt and open another one. Okay, so even that needs a refresh, right? So just open a new command prompt and type this. If it shows you the version, it's correctly installed. If it doesn't show you the version, rather it says that, okay, I don't recognize Maven. So basically it would give you an error saying Maven is not recognized as an internal or external command. Same for earlier. That means something is wrong with your installation part. Okay, and probably that should be with your path setting only. Okay, so make sure you have set your path correctly and nothing else. You should be good to go. Okay, fine, that's all. We can move to our Eclipse now. So let me open my Eclipse now. Alright guys, I have my Eclipse here. I'll create a new Maven project. New project. Maven project. Okay, I'll use the default workspace location. Next. Okay, so I have got multiple group IDs and artifact IDs here. Right, so I'll type here org.apache.maven.archives and I'll select, okay, the quick start one. Okay, so I need to put my group ID here. I say sample Allure report. Okay, I'll put the same in my artifact ID as well and I'll say finish. And that's all guys, right? So you see the project has been created here. Let me expand this. Okay, so these are the packages which had been created by default, but I do not want this, so I'll just delete it. Okay, you have your pom.xml file. Let's go here. Okay, so by default guys, you'll get a dependency for JUnit with your pom.xml. Okay, but we are not going to run our code through JUnit. We are going to run it through TestNG, so we don't need it. So basically I'm going to remove this. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do, we need to have the dependencies with our project, right? So which dependencies would we require? We would obviously require Selenium because we are doing Selenium coding. We would require TestNG, and for Allure we would need Allure TestNG dependency. Okay, so how do we get that? Let me quickly show you. I'll go back to my Chrome. Okay, so let me type Maven Selenium dependency. Okay, so I've got this Maven repository link here. I'll go inside. This is for Selenium Java. I can use the alpha version, that's not an issue, or else you can use some older version as well, depending on your choice. I'll copy it, go to my Eclipse, and I'll paste it. Okay, so this is my Selenium. Going back to my Chrome, I'll be typing TestNG. Okay, so I have the link for TestNG dependency right here. Going to the version and copy paste again, and then the Allure TestNG jar. So this is a fun part of Maven guys. I seriously love this part. Just copy the dependency, paste it there, and you are good to go. Okay, so copying it again, pasting it again. I'll just quickly format it and I'll save it. Right, so now it's going to download all of these dependencies from your Maven repository. Okay, so if I go here, you should be able to see all of your dependencies right here under the Maven dependencies directory. Okay, so I'll close it back. Okay guys, so we have our dependencies ready, we have our installations ready, so our all the prerequisites are good to go. Correct. Now we will start with our coding. Okay, so I'll create a new package saying Allure Reports. Okay, let me finish it, and within this I'll create a new class saying Allure Reporting. Okay, and I'll say finish. Okay, so we have our class ready. I'll quickly type @test here and we'll say public void validate login. Okay, that's all. This is giving me an error. Okay, let's see. Okay, so test cannot be resolved. It's giving me two options. I'll add the TestNG library. Okay, that's okay, I did something wrong. It imported for JUnit. I don't need this. Let's see again. Okay, I need to add TestNG. I don't know why is this happening. Okay. I hope I clicked correct this time. Okay, so we don't need JUnit full library. It got here by mistake, so I'll remove it. Okay, so configure build path, JUnit 4 library, remove, apply and close. Okay, so it's still giving me an error. Let me go back here and say, okay, so it's saying me, okay, import it, right? So I'll just import my test and I'm good to go. Okay, that's all. Now I have to code. So for coding, I'll do one thing. I'll just copy some code from my last project. Okay, so but you need Chrome driver executable also in order to run the machine. So I'll just copy it from here and I'll paste it here. So what does this folder have? This folder does just have the Chrome driver executable. Okay, for my reference. And then I'll just quickly copy this particular code. Okay, I'll explain this code to you guys, so please do not worry. Okay, so let's go line by line. First line, system.setProperty Chrome driver service dot Chrome driver silent output property to true. Okay, so this line helps me to get rid of the console warnings that we are getting with the latest Chrome version. Okay, after this, system.setProperty of WebDriver.Chrome driver. So I'm setting up the Chrome driver executable path. So this line will help you to launch your Chrome browser, correct? Okay. So I don't need even firing WebDriver, nor do I need this listeners. Okay, so I'll just remove it. And for this one, I don't need this registration line as well. Okay, and this should be driver. So I'll just put drivers. Okay. Okay, so this is for maximizing your window. I'm going to my amazon.in and we are clicking on something, but let's say right now we'll put the assert. Okay, so let us put the assert equals, okay, so let us validate its title. Okay, so for fetching the actual title of the page, I would call the function driver.getTitle. What's the expected? We don't know, so let's fetch it out. I'll just remove the unnecessary imports. Okay, so let's fetch the actual title of Amazon. Okay, so for that I'll go back to my Chrome. Okay, and I would go to amazon.in. Okay, I'll say F12. Okay, so let's search for title attribute, right? So we have it here. I'll just expand it, and this is the title, guys, right? So let me copy it, go back, and say that okay, this is my expected title for the page. Okay, and now I'll quickly put a quit here, right? So this is a very simple code that we have done right now, correct? So we have just maximized a window, we have like navigated to a browser, to a website, and then we are validating if it has got a correct title or not. Okay, so let's try running our code. Okay, so I'll just click on run. Okay, so my browser is opened. I came to my amazon.in and it closed the browser. Okay, so you see test run 1, failure 0, correct? And my assertion has passed, right? So I shouldn't have named it validate login, correct? Let me rename it. Validate title instead. Sounds good. Okay, fine. So we ran it on a class level. Now what I'm going to do is I'll quickly create a testng.xml file. So for that I'll go to testng and I'll say convert to testng. Okay. Okay. So I have my testng.xml created. Let me go here. Okay, and it gives me a sample XML file. I don't want to make any changes, and I'll run my code again through testng.xml. Okay. Okay, so my browser is launched again and it closed, and okay, so I got my result again, right? Okay, so I'll after this, guys, just refresh your project. Okay, so as soon as you refresh it, you'll see a folder here named Allure Results. Okay, we did something for Allure? No, we just added a dependency, right? So that dependency itself is taking care of it. Okay, if I expand this, you'll see multiple JSON files here. So these JSON files actually store the result of your test run, but we obviously can't read the JSON. We need this to be displayed for us in the HTML format, right? So for that, we will go to our command line and run a particular command, okay? And that command would need the path of these JSON files. That would need, okay, where are those JSON files stored? It would pick the data from this JSON and display it in HTML format, okay? So I'll quickly copy the location of this Allure reports. Okay, so this is the location. I'll say Control C, cancel. I'll go to my command prompt, okay, and I'll say the command is, guys, Allure serve paste. Okay, so it's launching the Chrome browser for me, and we are good to go, right? So this is the percentage count, the number of test cases, okay, the time duration, the date, the trend. Now this trend section, guys, you won't be able when you're running your cases locally, because this basically shows the graph based on the history of your test case pass and failure. Okay, so this is most likely used when we run our builds through Jenkins and we generate the Allure reports. Okay, so based on your past builds history results, it would show you the trend of your test script execution. Okay, so I'll just talk about few of its quick features. Categories will talk later. Let's come to suit. So this will show you all the suits that you have. Right now we have one, so it's just showing that. Okay, so validate title. So it's giving me the name. It's not giving me description or anything right now. It's giving me the severity of test case, and the execution logs would be printed here, right? Right now we haven't done anything, like we haven't set the severity or what the test case is about, what are the steps. So it's just giving me a blank report, right? So it's just saying, okay, my test case passed, it took this much time to run, and this is how it ran. Okay, even if I talk about graphs here, it shows the graph that okay, how much failed, how much is broken, what was your test case run duration, the severity graph that okay, 5 normal passed, 1 blocker failed, 2 minor passed, and so on. Okay, same goes here for trend graphs that we talked earlier, right? Okay, the behaviors, it would show your exception logs if you have any, and this would be your package wise distribution for your test cases. Okay, so this is the basic sample Allure report generation that we discussed in today's video. Hope you have understood. I was able to make you understand how do we generate the Allure reports and everything. In next part of this video, we'll be talking about some of the very exciting features of Allure, meaning how do we add the descriptions here, how do we add the logs here, how can we set the severity for the test case, and so on. Okay, bye bye, thank you.